guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. In the last episode, we finally figured out the purpose behind that mysterious skull key when we went back to the desert and opened up the door to the Skull Caverns. Now it turns out that there are some pretty decent treasures down there. Not only is it an excellent place for us to gather up our iridium ore, which we desperately need to upgrade our tools this year, but we also found these crazy flying serpent things, which drop these spicy eels. I'm actually kinda hoping that we find some more, because I think this would be a pretty good way for us to sustain ourselves. It gives us luck, and I mean, if that's going to help us find even more treasures, then I am all for it. The cold air makes my hair gel freeze, it's not very pleasant. Oh, poor Sam. Well, we actually have some pretty darn good gifts for you. We know that you love these cactus fruits, so we picked up quite a few. Now, you guys have mentioned that we can actually give him gifts every single day now. Well, we're only one heart away from getting all of his hearts again too, now that we can get those last two from being married. So we'll have to make sure that we drop off those cactus fruits in a special place. Maybe we could build a chest in here? Pretty soon I guess we'll be harvesting these anyways, so we can pop those in there too. And our poor little potted cactus, it looks like it doesn't grow in the wintertime. I knew it was supposed to change based on the seasons, but I didn't think it would completely disappear once the winter rolled around. And it looks like today is Krobus' birthday. Well, how long has it been since we last visited our little sewer monster friend? And we have a night market this year? Ooh, that sounds interesting. It actually ends on the wizard's birthday too. Oh, I wonder if we'll get to find something good to give him as a gift there. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled. Still a couple more weeks to wait though, so we have the Festival of Ice to look forward to first. And then last but not least, the Feast of the Winter Star. And I'm sure you guys remember last year when Pierre ended up being the one who gave us a gift. I think we actually still have his gift tucked away inside this chest. Yeah, we should load up this one over here. Oh, I thought this was empty. Maybe this one will be fine then. We'll plop our cactus fruits inside so we know exactly where they are. So I do want to go back to the Skull Caverns in this episode, but I think... oh my goodness. Oh, look how beautiful our farm looks in the wintertime. Oh, I am so jealous of Pelican Town right now. I wish that it was wintertime in real life too. But yeah, I do want to go back to the Skull Caverns. But since we have a couple of things to take care of today, I think we're actually going to wait until tomorrow. I want to make sure that we get there bright and early since it doesn't have any shortcuts. Oh, Mr. Key is actually sending us a letter now. I see you've entered the Skull Cavern, well done. I've got a better challenge for you, kid. Make it at least 25 levels deep. I've got a mountain of gold to send you if you can do it. Your friend, Mr. Key. Alright, Mr. Key, challenge accepted. Only 25 levels? I wonder how hard that's actually going to be. Basically, the difference between this cavern and the one that we go to usually is that there are no elevators to save our progress. So we will have to start all the way from floor 1 every single time we want to go mining. But there are so many treasures down there, I suppose you can understand. We can't be too greedy after all. Oh my gosh, and I just realized we don't have a heater in here for you guys. Oh my goodness. I think I have a spare heater inside of one of our chests. I can't believe I didn't put it in here though. Oh, you poor things must be freezing. At least Wilbur is looking happy. Maybe he enjoys the cold? I'm pretty sure that I didn't let the animals out during the wintertime, though I'm not sure if it's because they can't go out, or if it's just because we figured they would be too cold out in the snow. Yes, I do have a heater in here. Oh, thank goodness. I think that may have been from Marnie or something. Maybe one of the bundles from the Junimos. So let's go ahead and plop this down, and you guys should be feeling much better. There we go, right off in the corner over here, just like we did for our chickens. Is it on? Oh my gosh, I hope it's working. Am I doing this wrong? It's been so long now, I'm not actually sure. I am positive that we have one inside our coop, though. Our coop has been here for many seasons now. So our chickens have already lived through one of the winters on Cattail Farm. Oh, and look at that! Emerald gave us our very first dinosaur egg. The first one straight from Cattail Farm, at least. So thank you very much, my little dinosaur. Unfortunately, still no lucky rabbit's feet, so we have a little bit longer to wait before we can finish off that final bundle. But at least we have a dinosaur egg in our pocket. I wonder if we're supposed to make mayonnaise out of it, or if maybe it'll sell for even more if we just put it straight into the bin. It looks like we could actually donate this to Gunther, though, so let's tuck that one away. Since we already have a dinosaur, we don't have to worry about losing out on that if we give it to the museum instead. And I think I'm going to save that void egg too, because I do remember that Krobus absolutely loved the void eggs. He was actually the one who sold us our very first void egg, so I wanted to give him something to repay him. And we hadn't really found many good gifts for him before that, so I'm very, very happy that he ended up liking the void eggs better. Now, did I see that our jack-o'-lantern had turned to mush? Oh, that is so disappointing. Let's get rid of this stuff, this ugly, rotten plant. I wonder if we could put that into our recycling machine? Nope. It's trash, so I was curious if maybe it would make something new. But it sounds like we're going to have to just get rid of this. So aside from giving Krobus his gift, the other place I wanted to go was actually Robin's. Now that it's the first of winter, it would be the perfect time for us to consider constructing our flower shack. It looks like we have just enough wood to create one of those said shacks, so let's tuck that away too. We might as well clear out our pockets though of the iridium bars and the iridium ore, and maybe we'll pick up some of those extra tools instead. Since we're going to be up that way anyways, it would probably be a good idea to bring our extra lead rods, our firewalker boots. Oh, and the glow ring we found yesterday is actually different? Oh, I didn't know that. We used to use the small glow ring, not the normal one. Well, if we're only going to keep one, it might as well be the big one. So we'll sell off our small glow ring too. I'm sure that Marlin will give us a nice fair price for that. Now a quick little pat for Daisy, some water inside your bowl, and then I think we should be ready to go call Maple so we can go up to Robin's before she ends up closing for the day. Sometimes she does close a little bit earlier, so we might want to take the back route, since I think this might be faster than going straight through the center of town. Ooh, we'll have to see if our fruit bats are leaving us anything special for the wintertime too. And speaking of which, let's keep our eyes open for some flowers. Oh geez, the holly. I remember we had some disastrous moments with the holly last year. We are not going to give this to Evelyn this time because she absolutely hates the holly. But if we could find the crocus, I'll bet that Sandy would really appreciate it. I am still so mad that I forgot to bring her a flower. She was probably waiting for that too. Now this, I think, is what I wanted to build. One of these sheds. So let's see if we can find a good place to put this. And this is hopefully where we're going to be growing all of our out-of-season flowers. Maybe we could just put it right next to our flower bed. We will have to move our loom because it'll end up getting buried by this thing. But it kind of fits in perfectly, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm going to plop it down right here, and we'll just make sure that we move our loom before Robin ends up finishing the building. Okay, I'll start working on your new shed first thing tomorrow morning. Excellent, so as she gets to work, we can go off to the Skull Caverns again and see what we can find. Now let's go down to the Adventurers Guild, because I believe it should have just opened. And I am seeing so many of these wiggly worms. The only reason why I'm not jumping off of Maple and grabbing them up is because I want to get to the Adventurers Guild very quickly. So let's scoot on in here, and hopefully you wouldn't mind taking some of these items off of our hands. He'll buy these lead rods for 150 gold apiece, our firewalker boots for 300, and then only 50 for our small glow ring. Okay, it sounds like you're going to make quite the profit off of that one. Does he even sell the glow rings inside his shop? He sells other types of rings, but it doesn't look like the glow ring is for sale. So you would think that it would be pretty tough to get your hands on. Oh well though, I guess we can't argue prices with Marlin all day. Now let's see. Are we close to completing any of the other hunts on this bulletin board? Not really, to be honest. The Duggies are kind of close, but look how many slimes we still have to slay. I guess the Skull Caves would be a pretty good place for us to finish off that quest. I mean, those giant slimes, the big purple ones, split up into tons and tons of little slimes. So I would assume that every single one we slay is going to get us one step closer. Oh, and the shimmering, sparkling ores are in the water, but unfortunately I don't have my pan anymore. I left that inside one of our chests. It just never seems like we end up using it, so I would prefer to keep it tucked away to save the space in our pockets. Yeah, as we head back toward the sewers, we should definitely start scooping up these wiggly worms. I think there was one more over here right next to Robin's house. And I love how they've decorated, by the way. I don't think I mentioned. It looks like somebody even made an adorable little snowman right in the front yard. And I definitely approve. I wonder if maybe it was Maru? I can't really see Sebastian making snowmen, but who knows, maybe he would surprise us. Now there should be an entrance to the sewers right over here somewhere. Yeah, covered up by the snow. Oh, it's very, very hidden in the wintertime. Wonder if that's on purpose. Maybe Krobus is trying his best to get a little bit of extra privacy, especially on his birthday. He just probably wants some peace and quiet. But here's one of your lovely void eggs, Krobus. Yeah, he loves those. A birthday gift? That's very kind of you. I love it. 3 stars with Krobus now. Excellent. Or 3 hearts even. Please don't be alarmed. I am different than the others. I've spent a lot of time observing humans. I know you like to shop. Care to see my wares? Well, I suppose we could stop by and see what you're selling today. Though, to be honest, I don't think we're going to need too much of it. Ooh, he's selling monster fireplaces now? Have we ever seen that before? It looks like a screaming cat. Okay, I could get behind that. We might have to buy that in the future. The sign of the vessel? A decorative piece for your farm. Well, I wonder if that's something that's special to him then? Oh, and the star drop. Was he selling star drops before? I feel like some things have changed around inside his shop since the last time we saw him. Well, we could just buy this now. We have so much gold. Let's go ahead and buy another star drop. Maybe it'll help us with our cave expedition tomorrow, so we can beat Mr. Key's challenge. And of course, just like last time, it reminds us of fluffy kitties. Somehow. Not sure how that works, not sure that I want to know how that works, but we're just gonna roll with it. And is this new too? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm just being super, super forgetful, or if this dog statue was never here before. The Statue of Uncertainty. The statue can help you change professions, make an offering of 10,000 golds. Oh, so if we wanted to change our skills? Because I think these are called professions. So maybe if we didn't want to be an artisan anymore, but we wanted to choose the other option instead, we could use 10,000 gold to make that wish come true. Very, very interesting. This guy almost reminds me of KK Slider from Animal Crossing. The head anyways. Kind of like KK's head stuck on a giant slime or something. It's very, very cute. I have to give it that. But let's hop back on Maple so we can go to the secret woods now. The day is almost over. Unfortunately, it's getting very, very dark quite early. So we want to do this quickly if we can. We need the hardwood so we can upgrade our house next time. Thank goodness the shack didn't take any extra hardwood, because I really don't want to set us back again. But we're so close now. I think once Robin is done building our flower shack, we'll probably be ready to ask her to upgrade our house right away. Oh my goodness, and so many slimes in the forest. Oh, I wonder if slaying these slimes are going to help us with our quests as well. Hopefully, because otherwise this is a waste of good slimes. The secret woods is just so peaceful in the wintertime. Oh, I absolutely love it. The snow makes everything look so mystical and magical. This is why I love the snow, and this is why winter is one of my absolute favorite seasons. It's too bad that we didn't run across any crocuses. I wonder if they just haven't grown yet. Oh my goodness, Where did you come from, little one? Are you hiding all my crocus flowers? We desperately need one for Sandy. So if you wouldn't mind pointing us in the right direction, that would be excellent. But yeah, I guess we could always give her one of the other flowers. I know we do still have tons and tons tucked away inside our chests for some rainy day. But we do have to consider that those flowers should probably be going into our seed makers instead. Otherwise, we're not going to have enough different types of flowers for this flower shack. Oh, we should use the signs? We can make little signs now in the game. I believe we do have the crafting recipe. Yeah, these wooden signs. Use an item on this to change what's displayed. Would that not be the perfect way for us to show off that it's our flower shack? Well, we have to pick a good flower to put in there. Do you guys have a favorite flower in Stardew Valley? For me, I'm always quite partial to the tulips. And I think it's because that was one of the very first flowers that we ever grew. And they come in just so many gorgeous colors. But it looks like we don't have any tulips in here this year, unfortunately. The fairy roses are also very, very nice because I adore those colors too. And then the summer spangles are also quite pretty because they're all so bright and vivid. Outside of Stardew Valley, though, I would say that my favorite type of flower is the pansy. I'm not sure if there's even a reason for it. They're just really cute. I love the contrast of colors from the edge of the petals, like right into the middle. And I always love it when you can grow them in games too. Just like, once again, in Animal Crossing. Maybe that's why I love them so much. Now, even though we didn't find the crocus flower, I think what I'm going to do is save these hollies. That way we should be able to make some winter seeds, so we can grow something inside these fields. That way this entire season won't be a complete waste. Oh my gosh, and I just realized the crocus has been sitting inside with all of our other flowers the entire time. So I guess we'll go ahead and bring her one of these, just in case we can't find one before we leave on the bus. Because tomorrow is going to be a pretty hectic day. We're going to try to get to the Calico Desert as fast as we possibly can. And look at this. Daisy is laying on the cushion right by the books. Oh, that is so cute. It's almost like Sam put that out like specifically for her. He has been trying his best to get Daisy to warm up to him ever since he moved in. And something tells me he's doing a pretty good job. But here we go, day 2 of winter. The perfect day for us to go straight to the Calico Desert. Oh my gosh, and look at this. Yes, our very first homegrown cactus fruit. Oh, Sam, you are going to love this. Where did he go? Is he outside, maybe? Oh, it's snowing too? Sam? Are you out here somewhere? Maybe he's checking up on a Robin? I don't see him anywhere though. Daisy, where did Sam go? We didn't miss him in the house, did we? Would he have been working with his guitar? Well, let's check our mailbox just in case. Dear Jess, I was conducting a field study the other day and I found this specimen. I hope you find it as interesting as I did, from Demetrius. Nice, so we found a little amethyst. You know, I did see that Abigail was at their house the other day, so I wonder if that inspired him to study the amethysts. They are her very favorite gemstones, so I would not be surprised. But yeah, where on earth did you go, Sam? I don't want you to be out here in the cold all day. He's not inside the barn, but it looks like our animals are doing much better here, and our heater is finally turned on too. So at least that's one less thing that we have to worry about while we're out of the desert. I don't know, maybe he got up extra early and he decided to take a trip into town? He could always be visiting his parents, I suppose. He probably drops in every now and then to say hello to Vincent. But I would be very, very surprised if he's up this early. From what we know of Sam, he doesn't really like to get up early at all. Sometimes he would still be in bed at like 10 a.m. when we would go by to visit him. Is he in the greenhouse? Nope, still no Sam, but we have plenty of blueberries to gather, so we might as well grab these. If we have enough time anyways. I suppose we probably have just enough time to throw these straight into one of our chests. We just want to make sure that we're waiting for Pam as soon as she's ready to ferry us over to the Calico Desert, That way we're not going to be wasting a single moment of our time. Okay, let's pop all of these items into the bin to sell off. And then I'm going to check the house one more time, because I have a sneaking suspicion that I may have just completely missed him. We'll throw all of our extra items in here too. Our scythe and our rod, I guess. Should we throw our rod into one of the chests? I mean, I don't think that we're going to need to use it, but I guess there is always a possibility. Maybe we'll run into an area that'll have some special fish for us to catch. But if we do, we'll just make sure that we bring it next time, I guess. And we probably don't need the axe either. Yeah, he's not in bed. He's at his guitar. Oh my gosh, I missed you completely. We were just about to leave for the Calico Desert. We almost didn't say goodbye. What's on your agenda today? Well, we're going to the desert, Sam. Feel free to pick up that cactus fruit from the chest, okay? Now let's go. I think if we jump on Maple, then we should be to the bus stop at the exact time that Pam is getting ready to drive everybody over. And there's little crocus flowers. I knew we'd find them around somewhere. All right, Pam. I am ready to go to the Calico Desert yet again. Now, this is going to be quite the shock to Jess's system, going straight from a snowstorm into the heat of the desert. Hopefully, she's going to be able to handle it. And it shouldn't take too long for us to just zip down to the oasis. Then we can go straight up to the Skull Caverns and see how deep we can get. I'm guessing just because Mr. Keys set this up as a challenge, it's probably actually going to be pretty hard for us to get to floor 25. Most of it is so luck-based though, because sometimes it is ridiculously hard to find the next staircase. So down we go, we'll cross our fingers and we'll munch on our spicy eels if we need a little bit of extra luck. But otherwise, it's all down to us and our pickaxe. Ooh, and some strange-looking amulets on the walls. I'm guessing that's probably something that we can't interact with. Oh my gosh. And this ladder is actually in the way. Oh, and this place is full of baddies. Mummies and ghosts. Well, at least we can attack the ghosts. I know there were a few bugs in the previous levels of the mines that we couldn't even touch. Oh my gosh, there are tons. Those mummies are just waiting for us to crack open those stones. But I don't want to do it until the ghosts are taken care of. I mean, at the very least, both of them gave us some omnigeodes, so that's pretty cool. But let's see if we can take care of the mummies. Okay, we can hit them too, thank goodness. But we're going to have to try to scoot past them so we can get them from a better angle. We don't need them all coming at us at once. Oh, it looks like they might be still alive. Wait a second. Oh, are they going to come back? Oh, can we not take them out then? We just have to, like, hit them until they fall down and then run away so we can try to find the ladder in some other location. Oh, that's interesting. And poor Jess got pretty hurt by all of those bad guys too. It looks like there is another mummy over on that side. And another one way down there too. Alright, maybe it's time for us to munch on one of our spicy eels, so we'll have a little bit more luck. Hopefully that'll make it more likely for us to find the ladder if we crack open a couple more of these stones. It does seem like when we're particularly lucky, that's when we end up finding the ladders faster. And I had a feeling you were going to come after me. I heard you screaming from a distance. I'm very, very grateful that those flying serpents aren't too tricky for us to take care of. And I'm also quite grateful that they're not as frequent as the bats were. Can you imagine if we have flying serpent swarms? Oh my gosh. I mean, they are technically the bats of the Skull Caverns, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen. But we are wasting so much time down here, just looking for this one little ladder. We are only on floor 3 now. Ooh, and floor 3 is not giving us a moment to rest. This is apparently where those indestructible insects come into it too. And it looks like that guy actually gave us a bomb. Ooh, maybe that'll be a good way for us to find our next ladder. Anything to get us closer to floor 25. Ooh, I've never seen something like that before. Oh, it was a place for aquamarine? And it looks like it also opened up a hole. There's a shaft leading down. Jump in or do nothing. Well, let's give it a try. We fell 3 levels. Oh, but did we get hurt? That didn't sound very good. I think Jess is okay, but that does mean that we managed to skip quite a good chunk of the mines. Excellent. Alright, so we'll have to keep our eyes out for more of those holes in the future. There's a lot of rocks over here, so let's actually put down our bomb, like right in the middle if we can. Oh, we could put it up close to those slimes too. I see a nice big one up at the top corner. First, we have to get rid of the flying serpent. We don't need you munching on our toes while we're placing our bombs, or hitting us back into the explosion even. There we go, so if this one doesn't work, then we have another one to use, but we have to run really far away. I do remember that that one had a pretty big blast radius. Well, let's try to pick up all of the stone if we can. No, but that guy is not letting us grab those last couple of pieces. Should we try the bombs again over here? There's a lot of stones up there. We might as well check this corner as well, just in case there's more. Ah, looks like we have plenty more stones to gather. A couple little pieces of ore and the jades. But yeah, there are definitely more rocks up here, so let's go ahead and place our other bomb right in the middle of this giant patch. Right here should be fine. And I am loving the spicy eel. The speed boost is particularly nice, and it works hand in hand with these bombs. Oh boy, there are a lot of those indestructible bugs in this part of the caverns. I wonder if the bombs would get rid of them? Do you think the explosion would be enough? I mean, granted, the bomb that we just used next to the slime didn't really seem to injure it, so I'm not sure if it would work the same for these flying little beetles. And for that matter, we would have to time it just right, because if the beetles aren't next to it, then it wouldn't really do us very much good. Oh no. Oh, we're in one of the slime caverns. I didn't even consider that these might be here. Oh, this is going to be very, very tricky, especially because these guys have so much health. So I think, just like our experience with the red slimes, we'll just have to try to make sure that we don't end up getting swarmed. We'll take care of the big ones one at a time, and then lead them into these quieter chambers. I think it's probably about time that we eat some more of this food too, our eggplant parmesan. I think that actually gives us some defense boost. Now, unfortunately, it did take away the extra boost that we had before. Our speed boost is gone now, and I guess that means our luck is also gone. Oh my goodness. Serpents in the slime caves of all places. It's crazy because they actually have less health than the slimes. I wonder if we'll find a weapon down here that'll be even better than what we're using. I thought this one was pretty good, but if we could find one that hits even harder, that would be excellent too. Let's try to get rid of this guy before his big Papa Slime comes and takes us out. Oh my goodness, there are just so many. How are we going to take out all of these slimes before it's time to go home? I mean, we are literally only on floor 9 and it's already 6 p.m. This actually might be a bit trickier than I thought it would be, and we started pretty early too. I wonder if the key is truly just going to be finding those shafts that you can jump down. Maybe there's even a possibility that you could go down more than just 3 levels. But I'm sure, just like everything else in these caves, it's probably purely luck-based. I'm so sad that those flying serpents haven't dropped any more of the spicy eels for us. I wonder if there's a way for us to learn that recipe? We'll have to keep our eyes open. Maybe we even have it sitting inside our kitchen and I've just never noticed before. But there we go, finally a way down has appeared at 7:30 at night. Oh, but there's another one of those shafts. Okay, jump in again. We fell down 8 levels? I mean, it sounds like she's getting hurt. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on our health before we jump down next time. But 8 levels, that was amazing. Now we're on floor 18. Oh, if we could just find the ladders super, super fast, we might actually be able to do this. So I guess 3 levels in 1 shaft wasn't actually that good. Yeah, I wonder what the maximum amount of floors that you can fall down actually is. Maybe 10? I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Ooh, floor 19 is actually really, really small too. this might be good for us as well. The smaller the cavern is, the easier it should be, oh my goodness, for us to find the ladder, if these flying serpents don't get in the way. You know, this cave almost reminds me of the little star caves that we would sometimes come across. And thank goodness that guy gave us, oh, the ladder to the actual star caves. Yeah, almost looked like it could be one of the star caverns from our previous version of the mines. You know, this might be a good time to test the bombs out on the mummies too. Let's see if this is going to get rid of them once and for all. It should blow up right next to them. Oh no, it didn't do any damage whatsoever, and it didn't even reveal the ladder. Oh, you guys, we are so close. If we could only swing in the right direction. It's about 10 o'clock now, and we're at floor 20. Oh, I don't want to give up, but I also don't want her to pass out. And these mummies are such a nuisance. There we go. Okay, just as the mummy hits us from behind. Oh, looks like it's going to be time to munch on some of those field snacks because you are getting super hurt. And we have so many slimes coming after you. Yeah, let's focus solely on the rocks if we can. If these guys would leave us alone. Maybe he'll give us another bomb if we're lucky. Nope. Oh, I think our luck is running dry, guys. I'm not sure how on earth we're going to find the ladder. Yes. Oh, this might be our chance. Yes. We fell through 8 more levels. Oh, this might be a good time for us to turn back. We have finished our quest. It's not even here anymore, so we just have to wait for Mr. Key to give us a reward. But you know what? I see that ghost floating up, and if we can hit him enough times, he should give us another Omnigeode. So before we go, one more for the road. Maybe? Oh no, but I hear the serpent coming back. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we're out of here. Leaving the mines now. Oh, well, that was very intense. All right, at least we got down to, well, we got past floor 25. So Mr. Key should be very impressed. I'm sorry it took us so long, Pam. I hope you haven't been too worried waiting up for us. And now we get to drive straight back into the snowstorm too. If I'm being honest, I do prefer the scenery over the desert. So let's zip on back, Maple. Thank you so much for waiting for us. I know it was a very long day for you, so you deserve a nice long rest inside your stable. We'll go ahead and sell off our diamonds. We found aquamarines, a jade, a ruby, and a topaz. We found some fire quartz, and of course quite a few little odds and ends from the caves as well. Plenty of slimes. Plenty of those Omnigeodes. Now we're going to have to go straight over to Clint's tomorrow to crack those open. And then it'll be time to tuck Jess into bed because it's pretty clear that she could use a nice long rest. So I think tomorrow was actually Linus's birthday. Oh, we'll have to find something good to give to him. I'm sure that he would enjoy some sort of nice, freshly cooked meal. Something to warm his belly, especially during the cold seasons like this. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys!